And welcome back to Greenfield's Pub in Barhaven. It is Studio DAWG, brought to you by Class Axe Guitars. My name is Dylan Black. Tonight we have two amazing performers, Don Tyler Watson and Paul Deslauriers. We'll hear more tunes from them coming up in moments. Individually, I want to talk to you guys. Let's start with Don. Don, you are the voice of DAWG FM. I don't know if people knew that.
Now my alter ego.
Yeah, I totally can't do it justice, and I'm not even going to try to. But anytime between songs you hear a girl sing DAWG FM, that is you.
That was me.
Oh well, they should have hired me first, I guess.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing: I don't want to put you on the spot, but would you love to do one live for us here tonight?
I was trying to remember it. I don't remember. Hey, hey, DAWG FM. Come here, little puppy.
Oh, yeah. We love the Come Here Puppy one. That's awesome for sure. Now, of course, you are very accomplished as a solo artist. You're a 4-time consecutive winner at the Quebec Lees Blues Awards for Best Female Artist. 4-time. How many times? Okay, we need to update that website of yours. You have won 7 times. That is unbelievable. And you've also toured pretty much everywhere in the world. Where has your latest stops taken you?
Well, besides the North Pole, we got back from Belgium in the fall. We were over there. Paul and I have played in the Middle East in Qatar. Yeah, Russia, Moscow. We're going back to Moscow in the beginning of the year in January. Lithuania, Mexico.
Wow.
Anywhere they'll have us.
Anywhere they'll take us, right? Anywhere they'll fly us.
So then, Don, going way back
Ottawa?
to the early beginnings, you're filled with soul. There's no doubt about it. Where does this influence come from?
Well, I mean, I started singing in the church, but not the black church you would imagine. Actually, I'm from London, Ontario. Mm-hmm. Very much a little like a little Ottawa, London. And we used to have a folk choir, so that's where I started. Some of my early influences were soulful too. You know, like I hate to say it, but Helen Reddy and Anne Murray were. As a teen, I listened to them a lot. Later on, I got into, of course, Aretha and some of the great jazz singers, Billie Holiday and Nancy Wilson.
And now you're situated in Montreal.
Yeah.
And you are actually dubbed as Montreal's own Queen of the Blues, which is I'd say that's a pretty nice title to have.
Yeah, it's very flattering. I don't know who called me that. I really don't know. I don't.
But you'll take it.
But I'll take it.
Yeah, for sure. All right, we'll talk to Paul coming up in just a bit and how he, decided to be a musician and all that good stuff. But first, let's hear another tune. This song actually written by Trevor Finlay, which is very cool. Now, how did that all process come to be?
Well, Trevor's been a good friend of mine for a number of years, and we've worked together a lot over the past doing shows and sitting in with each other on each other's shows. And we had this project we used to do together for a long time was called Guitar Explosion, you know. And when Trevor was working on his Show Me What You Got album, he was working on some demos and stuff, and he said, man, let's start working on some stuff together while I'm in the studio anyway, and we'll work on some songs. And this next song was one of the songs that we worked on together, and we never ended up actually putting it on record together. And I still loved it so much, I said, hey, man, do you mind if we sort of adapt it to the duo and do it? And he said, sure, man. Well, so we're going to...
Great.
Do it for you right now.
Well, let's hear it right now for sure. It's called If You Only Knew with Don Tyler Watson and Paul Deslauriers on Studio DAWG.
My balance
when you walked in the room,
intoxicated.
When I smelled your perfume,
I am so tired
of running around.
You make me feel
like I should be settling down.
I hope you feel like I do. If you only knew.
I kept the secret
from when we met the first time.
Want to be closer.
Yeah, I want you to be
You've
mine.
got the
sweetest voice I've heard.
But then you leave me
all at a loss for words. I hope you feel like I do. If you only knew.
You've entered my heart like some kind of disease. The smoothest transition made with the greatest of ease. If you only knew. You've entered my heart like some kind of disease. The smoothest transition made with the greatest of ease. If you only knew. If you only knew. If you only knew. If you only knew.
101.9 DAWG FM, Ottawa's best friend. Studio Dog, brought to you by Greenfield's Pub and Class Axe Guitars. That was If You Only Knew, with Don Tyler Watson and Paul Deslauriers. We'll talk about how you guys came to be collectively.
Collectively?
Yes, coming up in moments. But hold on, we need to talk about you, Paul.
Sure, yeah.
Don't be so modest. Now, you've been up for all kinds of awards as well, including, I like this one, Concert of the Year.
Concert of the Year, yeah.
Which is, it's kind of a big one because there's tons of concerts out there. Tons of them, hundreds, thousands, and you managed to sort of narrow down the field to, well, you being nominated for one of these Quebec Lee's Blues Awards. You were up for Blues Artist of the Year as well, Best Artistic Performance. Does it ever get old, being up for all these awards?
You know what? We're really, really very lucky to be doing what we're doing for a living, you know? Mm-hmm. And I'd never take that for granted. And the fact that, you know, that people recognize that because it is a popular vote, you know, mm-hmm. And the fact that we actually get nominated is a true honor, and it would never get stale for me because, you know, I was very, very grateful to be able to continue mm-hmm. doing this, you know, and you know, I got a few of my buddies here who I grew up with. I actually grew up in Cornwall, so yeah, and some of these guys I've known me for that long, and mm-hmm. Know that, you know, that was always my dream years ago to be able to do this. So I'll never stop being grateful for being able to make music for a living. And I got to thank people for allowing us to be able to do it.
I seem to notice that a lot about blues artists, that they really seem to appreciate the craft and the music instead of the everything else that comes with it.
Well, yeah, and I think, you know, the beauty of it is that it's a lifelong thing. You know, as a blues artist or a rock and roll artist and things like that, you can actually grow old kind of gracefully doing it, you know. Mm-hmm. Whether, you know, if you start out in your 20s and you're sort of the pop sensation, and then, you know, within 5 to 7 years or something, your career's over. I mean, you know, I was in it for the long haul, for the music, really. Yeah. You know, so the thing about blues artists, I think a lot of them can relate to, is that we're all survivors, you know. Mm-hmm. We actually survive through the whole thing, and there's ups and downs, and there's times when, you know, blues has been really popular, and there's, you know, it ebbs and flows, you know. And I'm just glad to see that a station like DAWG FM is playing blues for you guys and allowing us to get into your homes and your ears, you know.
Without a doubt. Now, you actually first gained acclaim back in the 1990s when you were the main guy for the group Black Cat Bone. Yeah. Which is a pretty cool title of a band.
It was that was a great time, man. I mean, still I still see people, you know, at all my shows, and every once in a while somebody comes up to me and goes, "Hey, man, I saw you guys, and you know, 20 years ago at such or such a place, and I still have your first 2 albums. They're great." And so, you know, so I'm really proud to say that legacy has sort of has continued to live on well and age well. You know, people still really like the albums, and they're still really listenable as well. You know.
Nice. So we're going to be hearing a couple of Beatles covers coming up.
Yeah.
We're all excited to hear that one come together. We're going to hear that. Big tune on DAWG FM. But you're going to play a couple of tunes back to back here. First of all, one that was actually written by Bruce Cockburn, one of his tunes.
Yeah, that's actually just something that I've been a fan of Bruce for forever. Bruce is actually from Ottawa, isn't he? Originally. Yep. A national treasure, I like to call him. You know, and I'm actually a big fan of his songwriting and his lyric writing and his guitar playing as well. You know.
All right, so let's hear it. It's called Southland of the Heart. We've got Don Tyler Watson and Paul Deslauriers here tonight. This is Studio DAWG, live from Greenfields, brought to you by Class Axe Guitars on DAWG FM.
When the wild-eyed dogs of day-to-day come snapping at your heels, when there's so much coming at you that you don't know how to feel, when they've taken all your money and then come back for your clothes, when your hands are full of thorns but you can't quit groping for the rose in the Southland of the heart, where night blooms perfume the breeze. Lie down, take your rest with me. When thoughts you try to leave behind keep sniping from the dark, when the fire burns inside you but you jump from every spark, when your heart's beset by memories you wish you'd never made, when the sun comes up an enemy and nothing gives you shade, in the Southland of the heart, where the saints go lazily, lie down, take your rest with me. When the preacher lays his inside down and he claims to lead the blind, when those you trust just get you hooked and trifle with your mind, when the nightmare's creeping closer and your wheels are in the mud, when everything's ambiguous except the taste of blood, in the Southland of the heart, there's no question of degree. Lie down, take your rest with me. In the Southland of the heart, everyone was always free. Lie down, take your rest with me. Lie down, take your rest with me.
I'll buy you a diamond ring, my friend, if it makes you feel alright. I'll give you anything, my friend, if it makes you feel alright. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love. But I give you all I got to give if you say you love me too. I may not have a lot to give, but what I got I'll give to you. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love, can't buy me love. Everybody tell me so, can't buy me love. No, no, no. Say you don't need no diamond rings and I'll be satisfied. Tell me that you want the kind of things that money just can't buy. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love. Can't buy me love. Everybody tell me so. Can't buy me love. No, 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 no. Say you don't need no diamond rings and I'll be satisfied. Tell me that you want the kind of things that money just can't buy. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love. Said I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me. Money can't buy me. Money can't buy me love.
Don Tyler Watson, Paul Deslauriers, Can't Buy Me Love.
Thanks very much.
Sounds like the crowd enjoys what you're doing here tonight. Look at that. Hot dog. There we go. This is Studio Dog. My name's Dylan Black. You're tuned into Dog FM. And you guys got together back in 2004, was it?
Something around there, yeah.
Now, you know, it seems like a no-brainer listening to this tonight, obviously. But was there ever a point when you were sort of feeling each other out, saying, I don't know if we should do this, or... Or it was a no-brainer right out of the gate?
No, it was kind of an odd thing, you know, because we just sort of got together. We each had our own bands and our own projects, you know, and at one point we were sharing a drummer. That's actually how we got to know each other.
Wonderful Sam Harrison, yeah.
Yeah. And
we still share him, by the way. I have him Tuesdays and Thursdays in pockets.
It's joint custody, actually.
Yes.
Yeah. But I think Don ended up needing a guitar player to sub in for a couple of things, and Sam mentioned that I might be interested in doing it and stuff, and we got together that way. And Dawn had been doing some acoustic shows as well as a duo, and she asked me if I'd be interested in doing that. She said, do you play acoustic guitar? I said, yeah, sure. I mean, as much as I do electric, And we ended up doing it together that way, and we played, and we just realized quickly that there was a chemistry there, And I think it's the kind of thing that you can't not have that type of chemistry and do this thing because it's just the two of us, man. It's one guitar and two voices, yeah. It's a musical love affair.
It is. I call him my musical Matty. He's my musical spouse. Only musically. Did you hear that, honey?
Sure. And the CD, of course, is called On Duo, and people just have been eating it alive. They just love it. Good CD. Lots of great covers on it.
We're happy about that, yeah.
We're going to get to another cover in moments, but let's maybe get an exclusive on the new CD that you're working on right now.
Yeah, well, we have just finished closing all the bed tracks. All the tracks are recorded, and we'll be going into mix in the next couple of weeks. So we hope to have it out by the beginning of the festival season. And we're excited about it. It's basically the same formula. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we went in, picked a bunch of tunes that we liked, And it's basically guitar and 2 vocals, but we've added a couple
a few surprises.
A couple of different surprises in there, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now we
Excited about it.
we just heard a Beatles cover, "Can't Buy Me Love." Coming up later this hour, we're going to hear "Come Together." But first, we've got another cover from a band that did all right when they were in existence, Led Zeppelin. Yeah. Now the tune is called "Going to California," so it's not one of their bigger known tunes. But why did you decide to cover this one?
Well, I've been a big Zepp head my whole life, really, you know. And come on, who isn't really? Who isn't? And, you know, they get a lot of airplay for the songs we all know and love, you know. But a lot of the electric stuff, and what a lot of people, I think, don't realize if they haven't really delved into the catalog is that they did a whole lot of acoustic stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot, Zeppelin 3 was full of acoustic tunes and some really beautiful stuff, some beautiful writing. And "Going to California" is one of these songs that I've always thought was fabulous and would really lend itself well to the duo setting that me and Don have been doing. I've loved it for years. So it's basically an excuse for us to play our favorite songs.
Nice.
That we couldn't do normally with, you know, our electric bands or whatnot. So.
Well, I, for one, can't wait to hear it live right now. This is "Going to California." Don Tyler Watson and Paul Deslauriers on Studio DAWG.
Spend my days with a woman unkind, smoke my stuff and drank all my wine. I made up my mind to make a new start, going to California with an aching in my heart. Someone told me there's a girl out there with love in her eyes and flowers in her hair, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, I took my chances on a big jet plane. Never let them tell you that we're all the same. Oh, the sea was red and the sky was gray. I wondered how tomorrow could ever follow today. The mountains and the canyons tremble and shake. The children of the sun, they began to awake. Well, it seems that the wrath of the gods got a punch on the nose and it started to blow. I think I might be sinking. Won't you throw me a line if I reach it in time? I'll meet you up there where the path runs straight and
find a queen without a king. They say she plays guitar and cries and she sings. Ride a white mare in the footsteps of dawn, trying to find a woman who's never, 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 never been born.
Never been born.
Standing on a hill in my mountain of dreams, telling myself it's not as hard as it seems. Well, it seems that the wrath of the gods got a punch on the nose and it started to blow. I think I might be sinking. Won't you throw me a line if I reach it in time? I'll meet you up there where the path runs straight and high.
You are tuned in to Studio Dog on 101.9 Dog FM, Ottawa's best friend. We'll be right back with more from Don Tyler Watson and Paul Deslauriers.